Welcome back to Carscope, the place where horsepower meets heart, and performance meets passion. If you're new here, buckle up and subscribe, because today we're diving deep into one of the most iconic names in American performance, the 2026 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray. This isn't just a refresh, it's a bold evolution of a car that already had jaws dropping since the C8 redefined what a mid-engine American sports car could be. So let's get right into it. At first glance, the 2026 Corvette Stingray looks familiar, but give it more than a glance, and you'll notice it's more sculpted, more aggressive, and arguably more refined than ever before. Chevrolet didn't throw away the blueprint, they sharpened it. The front fascia now carries a lower, wider stance thanks to a redesigned front splitter and slightly reworked air intakes. The headlights are sleeker, with a more angular LED signature that gives it a meaner, more exotic presence, especially at night. And if you're wondering whether it draws inspiration from European supercars, the answer is yes, but it's still unmistakably a Corvette. Walk around to the side, and the athleticism of the design becomes even more pronounced. The 2026 model gets a more sculpted profile, with sharper creases that seem to slice through the air. You'll notice updated side intakes that not only look more aggressive but have also been optimized to improve cooling for the mid-mounted V8 engine. The body panels hug the car tightly, giving it that wide, planted look. The stance is low and menacing, and optional forged aluminum wheels are now available in new two-tone finishes complete the look with serious attitude. Ground clearance remains low, but with the optional front lift system, you'll be able to tackle steep driveways or speed bumps with ease. Now swing around to the back, and this is where the 2026 Stingray really flexes. The rear has been slightly redesigned to improve aerodynamics and downforce. The quad exhaust tips remain a signature look, but they're now integrated into a more aggressively contoured rear diffuser. The taillights are more dynamic, with animated lighting on startup and shutdown. There's also a subtle spoiler integrated into the rear decklet, though a larger carbon fiber performance wing is available for those planning to take their Stingray to the track. The rear vents are reshaped for both style and better engine heat dissipation, and the entire rear end now feels tighter and more performance-focused. Slide into the interior, and the Corvette continues to evolve, with tech and luxury taking center stage. The driver-focused cockpit is still wrapped around the person behind the wheel, and the squared-off steering wheel returns, now with improved haptic feedback and a thinner rim for better grip. The 12-inch digital gauge cluster has been reworked with cleaner graphics, a new track mode layout, and more customization. Next to it, the 8-inch infotainment display is now powered by GM's latest software interface, which is faster, more intuitive, and finally includes wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard. Material quality has taken a step up. Soft touch Alcantara and Nappa leather dominate the surfaces, and depending on your trim you can spec real carbon fiber, aluminum, or even laser-etched metal accents. The GT2 and competition seats remain, with better bolstering and ventilation in this year's model. Every control is angled toward the driver, and that controversial row of climate buttons on the center divider, still there, but streamlined and easier to navigate. Chevrolet has also added ambient lighting that subtly glows around the dash and door panels, giving it a futuristic, almost spaceship-like feel during nighttime drives. Now let's talk performance. At the heart of the 2026 Corvette Stingray is the same LT2 6.2-liter naturally aspirated V8, but it's been refined, thanks to a revised intake system, lighter-weight components, and recalibrated engine mapping. Output has been bumped slightly to 505 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque. It still revs like a demon and sounds glorious, but with slightly better throttle response and improved fuel efficiency. The 8-speed dual-clutch transmission returns, now with faster shifts in track mode and smoother transitions during everyday driving. Chevrolet says the 0 to 60 time is now just under 2.9 seconds with the Z51 performance package, making this one of the quickest cars under $100,000. Handling, it's sublime, with updated magnetic ride control 5.0. The 2026 Stingray adapts quicker than ever to road conditions. Whether you're carving through mountain switchbacks or cruising downtown, the ride feels planted and confident. There's a new performance traction management system that learns your driving behavior and can help you find optimal grip in both dry and wet conditions. Steering feel is crisp and communicative, and the balance from that mid-engine layout gives you a confidence that few sports cars in this price range can match. Optional carbon ceramic brakes now come with improved modulation and reduced fade, perfect for serious track enthusiasts. Chevrolet also focused on real-world usability. Cargo space remains class-leading for a mid-engine sports car, with both a front trunk and rear storage behind the engine. It's not massive, but you can still fit weekend bags or a couple sets of golf clubs, assuming you're not packing for an entire road trip. Cabin noise has been reduced too, thanks to improved insulation and noise-canceling tech, making the 2026 Stingray a better long-distance companion. Now let's talk pricing. The 2026 Corvette Stingray starts at around $69,900 for the base 1LT coupe, which still gives you the full V8 experience, a digital cockpit, and enough performance to embarrass cars twice its price. The 2LT trim adds more luxury and driver assistance features and begins just under $77,000, while the 3LTA with upgraded materials and track-ready features starts around $83,000. Tack on the Z51 package for improved cooling, upgraded brakes, a performance exhaust, and an electronic limited slip differential, and you're looking at roughly $89,000 fully loaded. Convertible variants command a premium of about $7,000 across all trims. Is it cheap? Number. But considering the level of performance, the interior quality, and the pedigree, it's still an insane value in today's market. And for those wondering, yes, Chevrolet still plans to offer hybrid and electric Corvettes down the road, but this Stingray keeps the soul of the Corvette intact. It's loud, visceral, engaging, and beautiful in a way that few cars can match. It's not just a sports car, it's an experience, and one that gets better with every mile. So what's the verdict? The 2026 Corvette Stingray doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it sharpens every spoke. It's faster, smarter, more refined, and more enjoyable than ever. It still carries the rebellious spirit of the original Stingray, but it wears a suit now, albeit one made of carbon fiber and raw attitude. Whether you're a Corvette purist or someone finally ready to cross over from the European camp, this car demands a test drive. That wraps up our full review of the 2026 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray. Let us know in the comments, would you take this over a Porsche 718 or a Jaguar F-Type? And if you're already a C8 owner, are these updates worth the upgrade? Be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this deep dive, and subscribe for more no-nonsense car reviews every single week. This is Carscope, and we'll see you on the next ride.